Doctors are calling for new and stricter rules for a popular and growing sport for young people, cheerleading. It's become a competitive, year-round activity. It's not actually considered a sport here in Alabama, but can be just as dangerous, and yes, those involved are getting hurt. WAFF 48's Shumuriel Ratliff has more.
With every failed stunt and awkward landing in cheerleading lies the potential for injury. Bob Jones High cheerleader Madison Reese says she's had some close calls.
You know, it's kind of scary when you first start out going up as a flyer because you're the one that's on top, and you can fall from high places.
It's that type of risk that led the American Academy of Pediatrics to offer new guidelines to prevent cheerleading injuries. One of the most complex and difficult parts of cheerleading are the stunts. According to the American Academy of Pediatrics, they account for 42 to 60% of all injuries.
I think because you see more impressive stunts, you see more folks in organized cheering, especially with the background of gymnastics leading into cheering.
Orthopedic surgeon Dr. John Greco says he's seen lots of different injuries associated with this activity.
We do also see back injuries. We see some of the knee injuries are quite significant. If you land from in tumbling and you land awkwardly, we've seen ACL tears and meniscal tears and fractures. We've seen shoulder dislocations. So there are a lot of things that you see, a lot of broken arms.
5, 6, 7, 8, 1, 2, 3, up.
But head cheerleading coach at Bob Jones High, Daniel Harrod, says injury numbers depend on one big thing.
It's really not as dangerous if it's coached correctly.
The Academy is calling for cheerleading to be recognized as a sport and make it subject to safety rules and better supervision. Although most high schools and colleges have cheerleaders, only 29 state high school athletic associations recognize it as a sport.
I think we're more than a sport, because if you classify us as a sport, then we're not going to be on the sidelines. We're just going to be training for competition. So if you kind of leave it the way it is, we can do the best of both worlds. So in a sense, yes, it'd be great to be a sport, but in a sense it'd be bad for us to be a sport because we wouldn't be able to do what we originally started. You know, we originally started to support other athletes.
That's Shumuriel Ratliff reporting.